что, мы на площади Густава Адольфа в Мальмё, и мы сюда пришли, чтобы поучаствовать в акции по спасению овощей, которую проводит организация, если не ошибаюсь, Rude Food.
Hi, I'm Maria.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm Roma.
Hello, nice to
Это
meet
Хампус.
you.
Ivan.
Hello.
So,
Yeah, so
what is
what's
it
up?
you do?
We collect leftover food, food surplus from places like this here on the squares, and from bakeries and restaurants and different places, and then we take it back to our kitchen and cook it, sell it in caterings, things like that.
You cater to what companies or?
We've had caterings, for example, for IKEA and Oatly and a lot of sort of government offices and things like that as well, like Mальмё.
How often do you do it?
It depends on how much demand we have for caterings.
Okay.
So it's at least once a week though. So usually on Saturdays I come here and I go to a few other spots and do like one route on Saturdays. Yeah. Today we didn't get much stuff. I'll show you the bike over here.
Oh, that's the...
Yeah, this is our rescue bike.
Rescue bike.
Yeah. So today we just got this stuff. We got some white asparagus, some green, a little bit of fruit. But usually the bike is full underneath and on top of stuff.
But these are things that people just throw out?
Yeah.
And
Because
why?
it's starting to get a little dried out.
Okay.
So these guys, they can't sell it
Okay.
tomorrow, for example.
And these?
Yeah, same thing. Like these are at the end of their life cycle, but they're still perfectly good.
Yes.
Like if you cut off the ends, these ones you just need to shave off a little bit, and it's perfectly fine. Yeah. So it's crazy. Yeah, how much food is thrown out. Yeah.
When you do have events, how many people you actually can feed
Well,
with the food?
I think like the biggest ones we've done is for like 600 meals or something like
600
that.
meals?
Yeah.
600 meals?
Yeah, 600. So that takes special effort. So bigger events like that is when we use volunteers who come in. But if it's a smaller thing, then we can usually handle it with just like 2 or 3 people or something like that.
And how do you do it? You just come to the
So we...
seller and ask if he's going to throw something out?
Yeah, exactly. But these guys we've been working with for a long time, so they know us well. And then there's a few other spots. But we always check with new places as well. Like do you guys have extra stuff or whatever? It works really well, actually.
On a Saturday night, where would you go from there?
I go back to our kitchen. So we have a big fridge space in there and stuff, which you're welcome to come and see if you want, if you have time before you leave.
We have time right now. We can
Right
go.
now? Yeah.
Yeah? Can we go now?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And what about supermarkets?
That's a difficult, much more difficult issue. It seems the bigger the company, the bigger the supermarket, the less they want to do things like this because they have their internal rules and they have, they need their profit margins. So they don't want to give stuff away for free, even if it's garbage, right? They don't want to, lose some sort of value through that. So it's difficult, but we're trying.
So you do take stuff for free and you cater and you obviously get money for it back.
Yeah.
So, are there any laws regulating it?
No, because we're a not-for-profit organization. So all of the money we take in from caterings goes to paying our rent and to some wages, like our cooks are paid. Those are paid positions, and then to buy special ingredients that you can't get from free stuff like spices and things like that. But so everything, the money stays within the organization.
Yeah. Why do you personally volunteer for that?
Because I think it's a super important issue. I mean, food is sort of the basis of everything in our society, and I think we have such a f***ed up system with our food. Yeah. So my background is in sustainable urban development. So I've dealt with a lot of these kinds of issues, and food, especially to me, is interesting. So that's why I came to this group.
Are there many groups like this?
No, there's a couple. There's one in Stockholm as well, and then there's a group called Allwin who collects from supermarkets, but they don't use that for caterings or anything. That then goes directly to like charities, like homeless shelters and things like that. Yeah. Yeah, do you want to go
Yeah,
there?
sure.
Except,
Well,
how are you guys getting around today? Just
On the
walking?
bus.
Trying to think. It's not so close to here. Gosh, I don't know. Do you have bus cards or something?
Yeah, we have bus
you do.
cards. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll bike there.
Yeah, okay.
I'll meet you there. Okay?
See you there.
All right, thanks. Yep. So yeah, if you want to do
Пойдем
this,
посмотрим холодильник, где хранится спасенная еда.
So this is our storage space in here.
Yeah.
Our walk-in fridge. This shelf is all of our things here. So as you can see, we have a ton of beautiful stuff that people have thrown out.
Этот
It's
помидор
going to be
выкинули.
thrown out.
Это вообще безумие.
Потому что он немножко мятый.
Yeah, so we got like 12 kilograms of
12
these
килограмм
nice
пожухлых
paprika,
слегка.
Прекрасного перца.
all sorts of different stuff.
Ага.
It's really crazy. We got like 10 kilograms of potatoes
Грибы.
down here. You can see like this is just from small markets. Like we don't
Yeah.
work
Okay.
with supermarkets, right? So you can imagine volume of stuff that the big places.
Have
Yeah,
pickles?
pickles as well. This is from a Nordic organic food fair, it's called. So it's a big one of these like conventions where people try to sell their foods. So every year we go to this and we collect and we get like 3 tons of stuff from there. It's crazy.
Маринованная редиска, из брошенной редиски здесь делают консервы, которые потом используют как закуску.
Yeah, conservation is a big part of food safety.
Редиска
for
и
sure.
горчица и маринад. Don't you know kind of brand rescued?
Yeah, there's rescued fruits.
Yes.
It's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they I think are in Helsingborg,
Helsingborg.
north of here.
Okay.
Yeah. So they collect fruits, obviously, and it's in the name, but and then they make juice from it. And that's a similar type of,
We
process.
tried that juice today and
Yeah.
it's crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's you know
They get the
artisanal
they
product.
get their stuff for free. I mean,
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that shows that there's room for entrepreneurs to use leftover food. It's not just about charity, there's also opportunity for paying people for labor to do these kinds of things, right? Basically. So it's a way you can make a living. So I think you have to find those gaps in the food production and distribution and these things and fill those.
Вот так спасают еду в Мальмё.
Мальмё.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.